Hello, this is Rao Kashyap. How to write IELTS Writing Task 2. Well, I have already given you an overview in one of the previous sessions of IELTS Writing Task 2, right? You must be familiar of IELTS Writing Task 2 format, right? I mean, if you haven't learned or do not know, right, the format of it, please do watch my video on a discussion based essay, as this session is devoted how to write a discussion based essay. Tough ask. Yes, it is. The reason for it, in speaking skills, reaction time is quite slim. We have to respond very quickly, right, in speaking skills. So therefore, the discourse of speaking skills is quite different. It doesn't match with writing. Our average speed per minute is around 120 words per minute. So it means in 2 minutes or so, right, we are able to speak 250 words or 240 to 250 words. If somebody gives you 40 minutes to draft an essay, isn't it quite demanding for a candidate? Because obviously the expectation of the examiner is very different. Well, for writing, 3 steps are required. Number one, planning part of the writing. What do you mean by planning part of the writing? It means underlining the important phrases. Number one step. Number two, if we are able to mark the important phrases, the afterwards, right, we are expected to develop or to brainstorm, right, on the topic. And in the third step, right, we are expected to make an outline. So what do you mean by underlining the important phrases? 3 types of phrases are very important, right, in the statement. Number one, keywords, right? There'll be 1 or 2 keywords which will control the whole essay, right? So in your, essay, these keywords are very important. You cannot miss or ignore. In fact, we cannot even use synonym of these keywords. Number two, afterwards, qualifying words. We need to expand, right? If we are able to identify the keywords, obviously there will be some words linked with the keywords. And finally, action word. What type of essay is it? In a discussion type of essay, right, we'll have action words like analyze, discuss, critique, evaluate. So what does it mean? It asks the candidate to place thesis statement in last paragraph after analyzing or after having discussion. So here we cannot place thesis statement in first paragraph of the essay. So this is the basic requirement of a discussion-based essay. Okay, well, now the question arises, how to start first paragraph. For first paragraph, first of all, take the keyword and write a sentence based on or using the keyword. Number two, afterwards, we are expected to elaborate it. And so this is also called background sentence. What does it mean? Whatever we have mentioned previously, we are expected to expand it. Third sentence, and we are expected to present 2 perspectives. Here, we cannot take our stance. Well, I agree or I disagree, or you mention, we are not expected to state the thesis statement here. So in fact, here, the examiner expects to present two perspectives here. Those who are in favor of this statement, those who refute this statement. That's it. And finally, a summary sentence, right in the essay. These four sentences are expected in first paragraph of a discussion-based essay. Simple formula. Number one, I repeat it. Number one, first word, first sentence based on the keywords. Number two, elaboration of it. Third one, right, we are expected to give two perspectives. And finally, a summary sentence. Number two, body of the paragraph, body of the essay, in fact. How to draft the body of it. Two paragraphs are sufficient for writing body of essays. So obviously, before it, will develop, or we need to have outline of it. Okay, we are not expected to develop outline for first and last paragraph of the essay. No need for it. Okay, we are not expected to develop outline. So in simple words, we just need to have two major points. Like we have already learned, there are three parts of a paragraph. A topic sentence, development, and conclusion. What do you mean by a topic sentence? It means central idea of the essay. Number two, development, explanation of the central idea. And finally, conclusion. So these are three important parts of a paragraph. So it means for developing outline, we need to have only two major points, right? And obviously we also need some supporting details for it. So before drafting it, we need to have an outline for it. Right? For the body of the essay, two paragraphs are sufficient. Okay, so here we need to write 7 to 8 sentences. 8 sentences are sufficient. Right? So here we are expected to write 90 words per paragraph. I mean, in second and third paragraph, 90 words are required. So it means in the body of the essay, right, for a discussion-based essay, in one paragraph, we present a perspective, right, which supports, right, the statement. And in a third paragraph, we'll present a perspective, right, which refutes the statement. So we are required to present these two perspectives as the examiner asks to analyze it. This is how we analyze a statement. How do we analyze it? Obviously, we present two different perspectives here, right? Or we are expected to present two different perspectives here. And afterwards, in last paragraph of the essay, right? So what do we do here? Very important step. Please don't miss it. We are expected to place thesis statement of the essay. What do you mean by thesis statement of the essay? Thesis statement of the essay, basically the central idea of the essay. Major question which you are expected to answer. One little sentence is the highlight of the essay. In last paragraph, we clearly mention in a discussion-based essay our thesis statement. Okay, first paragraph, a summary sentence. Number two, afterwards, we are expected to present our thesis statement. And finally, suggestion. So these three sentences are required for a discussion-based essay. Well, if you are planning to achieve reasonable score or reasonable band, it is extremely important, as I've already shared with you. The examiner wants to see connection between first and last paragraph. Otherwise, it won't be an effective communication with the reader. So, number one, first of all, try to understand the nature of the question with the help of the action words. Very important one, right? Otherwise, we are not a candidate for some serious band. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please keep watching me and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.